Hey, great. Hey, congratulations to all of the Hall of Fame members tonight. I am so grateful to be entering, particularly with Ernie, Tom, and Jeff, and with Val, whom I helped launch a league with, the WNBA. We've lived a basketball life together. Ernie, and I just want to say, Ernie, I'm hoping you have a poem written. I must acknowledge Ken Agard for his vision for the Sports Broadcasting Fund, and thanks to everybody in this house for packing the house, for making it all possible. It's such a good cause. One of the highlights of my career was actually following Ken Agard to be the second chairman of the Sports Video Group. I have good friends across the industry, across networks, across leagues, because of SVG. And I just want to take a chance to thank Ken and Paul and Marty for all the fellowship and all the friends that are here in this room. My career in broadcasting began at NBC Sports in 1979. On my first day at NBC in the Olympic Profile Unit, I shared a desk and an office with Jack Simmons, a Hall of Fame member. Jack had just graduated from the NBC mailroom and the accounts payable department. It was his first job at NBC Sports. From that day forward, Jack and I remained constant friends. God bless you, Jack. I know you're looking down on me today. My other mentors at NBC were Teddy Nathanson. I was his football production manager for 4 years. Teddy taught me how to treat everyone on the crew as equals, how to work hard, and mostly how to have fun. Mike Weissman, who inspired me, and Barry Winnick, a great friend and a wonderful director of photography, a storyteller with a lens. On Super Bowl 20, which I got to be the production manager for, can you believe it? One person was the production manager on a Super Bowl. Can you imagine the level of the productions today? Ken Goss was my financial home base. He now runs operations at NBC Sports. And Jeff Jacobs was my intern. He's now an executive at NEP. Beeston referred to the MLB years. They were great because I got a chance to work for Paul Beeston. He had led the Blue Jays to back-to-back World Series titles and was the chief operating officer at Major League Baseball. I built a new production facility in Chelsea Market, relaunched This Week in Baseball, and produced the All-Century Team celebration at the 1999 All-Star Game in Fenway. David Hill had assigned Mike Weissman to work on the pregame, so we got a chance to work together again. I was struggling with how to bring the nominated All-Century Team players out onto the field. And in a late-night call, Mike and I arrived at that they'd just emerged from the outfield, field of dreams in no particular order. And the cameras would pick them up. I installed a monstrous PA system in Fenway Park, and the music swelled as they came out. Music that had never been heard on the lousy, antiquated PA system at Fenway at the time. It ended up being the #1 rated television show for that week. It was a fantastic experience. When I left baseball, I sat at home for a few months, attempting unsuccessfully to enjoy a seam in my career. And David Stern gave me a call and said, "Hellmuth, your extended vacation is over." I politely suggested that I start in a few weeks, and David responded, "Hellmuth, you will be in the office on Monday." David and Adam Silver provided me with a unique perch, running basketball, broadcast operations, engineering, but also all technology for the league, including IT. 3 key developments really shaped my career at the NBA. First, the oversight of the new statistical system, because I immediately recognized that I wanted to get the data in real time to update the chyrons so I could put a graphic under Michael Jordan when he came back down the court. David Neal worked on me with that. I wanted to index my archive, and ultimately it provided the perfect vehicle for live stats on the internet, and then led into everything. It was really my path into digital. The next item was the creation of the backboard lights, which was referred to in the video. In 2002, at a playoff game, Reggie Miller of the Indiana Pacers hit a shot that sent Game 5 versus the New Jersey Nets into overtime. The shot was deemed good. However, the shot was not good. I described this in a memo to David. The horn was delayed, so it appeared that from the sound of the horn, the shot was good. The referees could not see the shooter's hand and the light bulb in the backboard. The clock was keyed over the video with delay, so the broadcast indicated the shot was good, when in fact, the shot was no good. David gave me open instructions in the nicest way. He said, "Hellmuth, fix this effing problem." So that summer I tinkered with LED lights, and I went into Adam's office during the off season with some photos I'd taken of the studio, in the studio with LED light bars at the top and bottom of the backboard. And I explained that this design would get it done. But if the entire backboard was framed, it would look a lot cooler. Adam said, "Don't propose anything but the entire backboard framed in LED." And that's how it came to be. The third development, of course, was the replay center itself, built for the referees to get the call right. I always felt wonderful about being at the NBA and being on the referees' teams, because it was a studio not only for them, but for cut-ins to the broadcasts and into the venues. Bill Koenig and Adam Silver not only believe in broadcast innovation, but also investing in innovation, such as the NBA Idea Factory, the Summer League. The technology on display in the bubble was developed in the Summer League with Eddie Akuno and Chris Brown of TNT. At NBA, I also was given a unique opportunity to set the stage. I controlled construction in new arenas, so the big fundamentals for television were always there: lighting, camera positions, and acoustics. Acoustics in NBA buildings were designed and are designed to be bright and lively, good for fans to make noise, to be the sixth man. And my God, did we discover how incredibly important fans are during the COVID. At Yankee Stadium, the fans are still trying to find a voice. I work with three talented executive producers at the NBA, Don Sperling, Greg Winnick, and Denny Mizell, three great partnerships and three great friends, all here tonight. And one of the highlights of my career was working with broadcast directors Paul Benedict and Tom Corelli. It's been incredibly rewarding. And as you saw on the tape, the early days at Inside Stuff with Ahmad Rashad and Willow Bay were just wonderful. We created a generation of young fans with Inside Stuff, many of whom came to the NBA and I hired. The other thing I'm enormously proud of is NBA China and my colleagues at NBA China. I was a China hand at the NBA, traveling to China at least 3 times a year. China remains an important part of the Chinese sports culture. At the NBA, I've always been given the opportunity to innovate and always received wonderful support from the league. And one person in particular, Adam Silver. Thank you, Adam. Thank you so much. Television is a team sport. I was on a team of great and determined colleagues at the NBA. They are responsible for me being on this stage. I encouraged a free exchange of ideas, including telling Hellmuth when an idea just simply wouldn't work, and I was told frequently, and I'm glad. As a reward, they would never let me down. I just want to close talking about broadcasting's future. It certainly has arrived. You all can tell stories. We all have stories of teenagers that never sit in front of TV sets, right? That watch everything on an iPad, that watch digital purely. So our future's arrived. It's streaming, it's digital, it's interactive. We have to be able to attract young viewers, and this will depend on the alignment between broadcast production, many of the people in this room, and the digital teams. And there is no substitute for being together, sharing ideas, having half a good idea and having another person chime in and complete it. So please let the creators and managers of your digital apps and experiences and social media in on the fun of being live on site for sports television production. Please listen to them with a careful ear. This alignment between broadcast and digital is my legacy at the NBA, and it continues now at the NBA with Crispin Yarko and Ken DeGeneres. They'll produce breakthrough products in viewing, gaming, the next frontier for digital rights. Joining at my table is my invaluable assistant for 29 years, Rita Iannuzzi. Rita, stand up. I want you to be recognized. And also, saving the very best for last, my wonderful wife, Teresa. 38 years we've been together, my love, my partner, and my enabler of my busy career. Teresa, if you could. Also joining me, my son Nick, my daughter Alex, who has given me 2 beautiful grandchildren, too young to attend, and my son-in-law Nelson, and my godson Sam Powell is here as well. So thank you. I could never have done it without all of you. Close and say thank you for this wonderful evening. Thank you all for coming. Thanks to all of my friends and colleagues for coming. I love you all. Thank you.